Hey guys, Rob Reviews here, bringing you another pretty cool and awesome review. This one we're going to be reviewing Game of Thrones Season 1, Episode 4, Cripples, Bastards and Broken Things. So this is a really cool episode, one I really enjoyed. This originally aired on May the 8th, 2011, so it's quite old actually. Directed by Brian Kirk. Anyway, so we'll go through the sort of plot. I'll talk about the North, the Wall, and we'll go inside kind of locations. We'll talk about the plot per location. Anyway, so in the North we see Winterfell with Bran, obviously with the talking about the three-eyed raven and stuff. We see we have the three-eyed raven. He sees it obviously sitting on the stone. We have Theon Greyjoy summoning Hodor. Obviously he's there and he helps get Bran down the hall. Robb obviously is hosting a meeting with Tyrion. Both travelling down the wall, so they obviously meet there. Bran arrives. Tyrion actually sympathises with Bran for being a cripple, and he actually has designed this kind of way for Bran to still ride a horse, although he's thingy. Obviously, we have Tyrion asks Theon why Lady Catelyn was not present to receive him, and concludes that Catelyn is not in Winterfell. He also talks to Theon about how he's the son of the furious, ferocious Balon Greyjoy, and is reduced to being, a kind of steward for the thing. And then, and then at the wall we see Castle Black. Anyway, we see that new recruit to the Night's Watch, which is Samwell Tarly. He's the son of the famous Randall Tarly. So, obviously, he's kind of like pampered and fat and stuff. So Sir Alistair Thorne kind of knows. So he's sort of bullying him, telling the guys to obviously not go hard on him, and not they need to kind of teach him the bad way. But he joins obviously the sentry duty, and they don't really want to do that. So the guys. Jon and his friends don't really want to do that, so they basically yield to him. They let Sam basically win the fight. It's pretty nice of them, I guess. And then we have Alistair Thorne's really annoyed about this, and they being nice to him won't help him harden to survive the winter. That he needs to kind of get tough, otherwise he's just going to die. And they'll be responsible. Across the narrow sea, we see Khal Drogo arriving at the Vaes Dothrak, Dothraki city. There is no city walls, a large gateway. Obviously, they get there. He bathes with their thingy. Talks about the dragons and stuff, his own destiny. He recites the names of the 7 dragons and tells her about the schools of the dragons. We have Viserys enraged when Daenerys sends the invite. Obviously, he's getting really annoyed. He's still dressed in his ragged clothes from Pentos and refused to dress like the Dothraki, whom he regards as savages. Basically, he's kind of making really annoyed with them. I guess he's not really. He's kind of furious with them. He tackles her to the ground and tries to strike her, calling her nothing. Obviously, trying to hit her, and he calls her the horse lord slut, and warning that she's awoken the dragon. But obviously, this time she fights back, hitting him in the face with the metal and leather belt. She obviously tells him that she's the cow's wife and he's carrying his child. Obviously, she's now pregnant, and warns if he raises a hand against her, he will lose his hands. Daenerys then talks to Mormont, obviously, saying that talking about that he will never become the king of Westeros. In King's Landing, we see the Red Keep. We see Sansa visiting the Great Hall. We see obviously Joffrey with her. We see the meeting at the Small Council with Eddard talking about the tournament that will celebrate his appointment to being Hand of the King. We just have some stuff there. Some kind of stuff. We have Littlefinger talking to Ned as well. We have just some other stuff, and then we actually have the tournament starting. Obviously, we have everyone go there. We have Sir Jaime on duty. We have the Greyjoy them talking about the Greyjoy Rebellion and all that stuff. We then see Sir Gregor Clegane and the brother. Obviously, we see the Hound as well. Turks, goes to the first joust with Sir Hugh. However, the friendly jolt turns nasty. Gregor, we actually see Gregor kill Sir Hugh, quote unquote, by accident with a splinter on the lance, and impaling his neck. Littlefinger sits next to Sansa and remarks that she and Joffrey have a lover's quarrel and all that, and then talks to her about the kind of the thing with the hound, the story of the hound and all that, the Mountain and the Hound, and how, you know, Gregor stuck Sandor's face in the fire, the burning coals. Cersei visiting Eddard in his chambers, that stuff as well. Talking to him, and in the Riverlands we see the Crossroads Inn. Catelyn and Rodrik arrive, and there's actually no room, I don't think. There's no room. I don't think there's any room. And then Tyrion comes anyway. They tell Tyrion that there's no more rooms. Saying that he'll help anyone. And then she comes out. Because obviously she thinks Tyrion's the one who tried to kill Bran, send the assassin. So she basically tells all the sons of the houses to seize him, and they all point swords at him and I guess arrest him. So that was that episode, guys. I honestly really enjoyed this one. I think it was a bit slow at times. I think the King's Landing stuff wasn't too great, in my opinion. There was some cool stuff there, but it wasn't too great. All the King's Landing stuff. But I really liked the stuff at the wall. It was okay. The stuff, I guess, with Bran was meh. But I really, really did enjoy the ending scene. But I mean, overall, I think this is a solid 7 out of 10. Not amazing, but not terrible. Solid 7.5. I'll be nice. Solid 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.